Hey, Kareem, the last few weeks, have you seen defenses really kind of load up to stop the run because you guys had been so successful doing that earlier in the year?
I mean, most definitely. When teams play us, I know they make a emphasis on stopping the run. So that's what they try to do.
How much tougher does that make life on you?
I mean, it makes it tougher, but you just gotta grind it out sometimes. Do whatever to help the team. Have positive plays.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Jeff Shadell, you have our next question.
Hey, Kareem Hunt, what do you see specifically when you look at that Raiders defense?
I see guys who play hard and play fast. They got some guys who can make plays out there, and we got to definitely come ready to play.
Thank you, Jeff. Tom Withers, we'll go to you.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Kareem. I think we talked about this before, but I'm just curious, how happy were you to see Rashard have a game like he had last week where he came up with so many big clutch catches down the stretch?
I'm very happy for him because, he works so hard and that's all he does. And, he's a great person and a great teammate. And I love seeing, good things happen to good people.
Coach Stefanski was saying he can run all day and you guys have those monitors on you that kind of checks how hard you work in practice at times. Is Rashard one of those guys, though, that amongst your teammates that maybe puts in more effort? Not that you guys all don't, but is he really going that extra mile every day?
I definitely believe so. It's paying off because he's doing a great job, but it's not shocking to me. He's been making plays through, camp and, through the past years. He's a great football player.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Thanks, Tom. Marla Ridenhour, you're up.
Yeah, Kareem, one more quick one about Rashard. When he went up and high pointed the ball, have you seen him do that in practice? I mean, how proud of you were for that?
Yeah, he has great hands. I've saw him make some great catches in practice like that. So it's not shocking to me. I know he can make the plays.
And how would you describe the mood? I mean, the bye week next week. I mean, do you guys seem pretty focused about, what has to be done here?
Oh yeah, definitely. We still got to take care of this next game. It's one game at a time, and then we'll see where the bye week goes from there. But right now, our biggest focus is on this next game.
Have you talked to Nick lately? It seems like he might be primed to come back after the bye.
Oh yeah, I talk to Nick every day. He's a good friend of mine, and I just always talk to him.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Marla. Dan Lobby has our next question.
Hey, Kareem. It seems like you guys have a bunch of receivers who are willing blockers in the run game. Is that a point of emphasis from this coaching staff? And I mean, do you notice that? How much does that help you as a back?
It helps a lot, seeing the receivers give second effort and making those blocks downfield. And I definitely believe in our receivers as blockers. Those guys are, tough guys, and they like to get their hands dirty sometimes.
I think Jarvis is a guy that says he's always kind of loved to block, and we've seen him put some big blocks on guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Jarvis. I will never complain about Jarvis's effort because he always gives it his all.
Thank you, Dan. Anthony Postol, you have our next question.
Hey, Kareem, how much pride do you take in being a running back who can also make a big impact in the passing game, and particularly in the red zone? I mean, you've got 4 receiving touchdowns this year, 2 in the last 3 weeks, and it kind of seems like defenses sometimes forget about that side of your game, even if the run game's getting slowed down a little bit.
I pride myself on being a back who can do it all, who, can be out there all downs. And that's the biggest thing. I've been working on that my whole life. And, so when I get the opportunity to make plays, I can make them.
Do you feel as though sometimes you fly under the radar as a receiver to some defenses?
I mean, most definitely. I think sometimes they might forget about me, but I think a lot of defenses know I can catch the ball.
Thanks.
Thank you. Scott Petrick, we'll go to you.
Hey, Kareem, you're tied for the league lead with touchdowns. So I know that's the goal for everybody to score, but not everybody does it as well as you. So how important is it for you to finish those plays when you're inside the 5 and you can kind of smell that goal line?
That's my thing. Yeah, I just like smelling the end zone, and if I get an opportunity to make a play in the end zone or close to the end zone, I'm definitely gonna, try to fight my way in there, or make the nice catch or whatever to get in the end zone. And that's just because the team needs it. I'd rather have 7 points than 3 any day of the week.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Mary Kay Cabot, you have our next question.
Seems like people, want to point to the rushing yards being down without with Nick Chubb not being here, but I think everybody knows you're a great runner in your own right. Do you attribute some of that in part to the fact that his first 2 weeks out, you guys ran up against 2 of the best run defenses in the NFL, or how do you kind of see that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing some good defenses lately, and team that we want to run the ball and stuff like that. So it's nothing different. I'm not really worried about that. We still winning games, so I'm gonna take care of business.
And just real briefly here, we found out just before the game last week that Baker was actually playing with a cracked rib. And then Jarvis told us last week that he's playing with, a broken rib. And we know that you have some kind of a rib injury as well. So when you see and I know you don't like to talk about your own injuries, but when you see what those guys are able to accomplish and do and get out there, do you really feel for them with what they've been able to do these past couple of weeks, knowing that they have a rib injury?
Yeah, most definitely. And those guys are fighting through pain right now, and they're doing a great job of it too. They're not letting the team down, and they're still going out there and giving it their all. So you probably wouldn't even tell Jarvis has a cracked rib.
But you all need the bye week to heal up those ribs, don't you?
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Nate Ulrich, go to you.
Hey, Kareem. With Myles Garrett winning the Player of the Month award, what do you think of the way he's been playing for you guys? And Joel Bitonio said he thinks he's mentally he's on a mission this year. Do you sense that?
Most definitely. He's definitely been on a mission, and he's been nothing but great. A great teammate and a great player. And obviously, if you turn on the film, you can see that.
Thank you, Nate. Tom Withers, you have our next one.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, Kareem, as you know, the Browns, the Cavs, and the Indians kind of combined a couple of months ago for an initiative to create social change, to raise awareness, all those kinds of things. You're a Cleveland kid.
Yeah.
How much do kids look up to professional athletes, and does that really make a difference?
They look up to professional athletes a lot because a lot of kids, young kids want to grow up to be, an NBA basketball player or, an NFL superstar. So that's everybody's dream at some point in their life, I would think, if the kids play sports. So they definitely look up to us and, wonder what it took to get there and stuff like that.
And I know this is a difficult time for everybody to be, really socially active because of the pandemic. But when things settle down more, do you envision yourself taking a real active role in whatever initiatives the Browns may have in terms of, helping some underserved communities?
Yeah, most definitely. And I've done it the past years and stuff like that too. So most definitely.